welcome to American Musical Supply. My name is Brent Lundquist, and we are joined today by Mr. Paul Reed Smith. Earlier today, Paul conducted a masterclass with our technicians, and they were raving about it for a long time. So I just wanted to start out with a little bit of background from some of you that may not be completely familiar with the brand. Paul Reed Smith is the founder, obviously, and I just wanted to ask, how did you originally get into making instruments? What was your inspiration?
I didn't really want to, but I was way better at making them than I was at playing them. And the other part of it was that I didn't have the money to buy the instruments and gear that I wanted, so if I didn't have it, I'd make it. I didn't want to be excluded from the club of having nice gear.
Right.
I wanted to be in the, but I didn't have the money, so I made it. If I needed a bass cabinet, I made it. If I needed a guitar, I made it.
What was the first guitar that you made?
Well, the first one was a body that I took a neck off another instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made a single cutaway guitar. It's like being in a cover band. You learned how to play, Proud Mary first, and
sure.
the second tune or whatever it was. And then the second guitar was a double cutaway with a different neck joint. I slowly worked my way up to a carved top and eventually to curly maple tops, but slowly walked along the guitar making road of learning each of the steps. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, and then you take 4 steps forward. But mostly it's in baby steps evenly.
Sure. Okay. Basically, getting back to the process, I think that it's interesting to note that something that we talked about is that it's not so much about what you add to the guitar is what you necessarily don't add to the guitar. It's a subtractive thinking. Is that accurate?
So, yes, it is.
Okay.
There's a TED Talk about it called Building the Perfect Guitar. I didn't name the TED Talk that. They named it that. I was kind of horrified. But, after they put it up, I couldn't take it down.
Right.
And it goes through the whole theory that guitars are subtractive. I mean, in the very simplest form, if you make the tuning pegs and the nut and the bridge out of rubber, it's going to be a worse sounding guitar. So you're subtracting from the sound of the strings. But if you go watch the TED Talk, it lays that out. What we're trying to do is make an elegant, simple musical instrument that'll last for generations, that has a musical sound to it, and that anybody can play anything from jazz to metal on the thing at any time. Look, you buy a car, and as you're driving it on the lot, what's it worth? 70% what you just paid for it? Okay. So the goal with a guitar is it's worth the same thing tomorrow as you paid for it today. So you could sell it on eBay for the same thing that you paid for it. And then in 3 or 4 years, it's worth more money. That's the goal. Mm-hmm. And we do everything we can possibly do to make that happen. And I can tell you that eBay used to visit us every year at the trade show, and we were one of the most highly traded items in terms of money in that genre for them. And I was really like, huh? Which I thought was good.
Yeah,
it was good. Some stuff gets sold, it's not worth 20 cents on a dollar.
Right.
It disappeared under a bed and never to be seen again.
Yeah.
So if this, if one of these things disappears under a bed, I hope it's pulled out as the heirloom to help somebody put their kids through college one day if they're not going to play it.
Now, this particular guitar you have here, this is your Paul's guitar?
Well, this is my guitar, except it has a story behind it.
Oh.
I bring guitars home all the time, and I put the lights on in my kitchen, little spotlights, and I tell my wife, Paige, look at this guitar and it's beautiful. She goes, yeah, that's really nice, Paul, or whatever. I brought this one home. Mm-hmm. She says, I'll have that. I went, sure, no problem.
Yeah. I
immediately agreed, because she never asked me for anything. What she didn't know is this one I loved. So this is my wife. This is Paige's guitar. It's been around the world. It always sounds good when I plug it in. It doesn't matter really what amp I plug it into.
I just wanted to make people aware of just how well the guitars feel and how well they play, and it's just amazing. You can't. It's hard to put it into words. It's hard to put the guitars down. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, we were trying to make them ring like.
Yeah.
It's almost like an acoustic guitar tone, right?
Yeah.
That's really the goal.
Very much so.
The other thing is that you guys have some sort of financing program that's like as good or better than anything in the business. How does it work? Now I'm going to interview you. How does it work?
Okay. Yeah, we have our easy payment plan, And the beauty of the easy payment plan is that we take an instrument, a qualifying instrument, and we break it up into equal payments of 5, 8, even 12 payments. And basically you can put that on your credit card and spread it out over a period of up to 12 months.
So the credit is with your credit card company, but you distribute it out over a period of time.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a really, really simple, elegant way of doing it, and makes it a lot easier for people to buy guitars. It's great.
Yeah, it's a no hassle policy. So.
Well, look, I'll come back if you want.
Definitely, anytime.
I'll help out however I can. I think things are going extraordinarily well, and I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out, Paul. We really appreciate it. So, yeah.
Are you a bass player?
I am a bass player, and I've been eyeing some of your Granger basses, and I'm gonna have to.
This is the bass that he fell in love with today. It's a Granger 4-string bass.
Yeah, it's
actually the neck shape is something I really enjoyed. I picked it up. Oh, I wish I should buy this.
Yeah, it's.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot, Paul. We appreciate it.
All right, great.
Awesome.